Hello, PTCB candidates. This is Zita Schmidt, your PTCB tutor, here to go over another tutorial for PTCB Math Review. This time we will be covering concentrations and dilutions. Today we will only cover the following formula, which stands for old volume times old strength equals new volume times new strength. You will use this formula when you need to find one of the following: old volume, old strength, new volume, or new strength. You will always be given 3 out of the 4 above, and your job will be to identify which is which. That is the hardest part of this formula. It would be helpful to memorize the meaning of each of the following terms in order to identify them in a problem so that you can plug them into your formula. So the old volume is initial volume, which is equal to the volume we are starting with. Old strength is equal to initial strength, which is equal to the percent concentration of the volume we are starting with, which is the strength. New volume equals final volume, which is equal to the volume we are making, and that would be what the doctor prescribed. The new strength equals final strength, which equals the percent or the strength of the volume we are making, and that would be the strength that the doctor prescribed. So let's solve a problem. What is the percent strength of a stock solution if you took 20 mLs of the stock solution and diluted it to a liter with water and had a final dilution strength of 0.3%? So step 1 will be to identify what old volume is, what the old strength is, what the new volume is, and what the new strength is. Obviously, one of these is going to be the x, or the unknown. So the old volume and the old strength are always what you start with. And in this case, in this problem, they're making it very simple for you to identify which one that is. In green, it says, what is the percent strength of a stock solution if you took 20 mLs of the stock solution? So stock solution means it's the initial volume or the initial strength. That is what you're starting with. So here I color-coded red for old volume, which would be your 20 mLs, and then the old strength, it's in green. So that would be the question. That's your X, that's your unknown. You don't know what the percent strength of that initial stock solution is. Then your new volume and your new strength are always going to be what you end up with, and it's also what the doctor prescribed. So in this case, you diluted it to a liter with water. They're telling you that the 20 mLs, you added enough water to make it up to a liter, and so your new volume will be 1,000 mLs. And then a final dilution strength of 0.3 means that is going to be your new strength, and that is color-coded in violet. So just to sum up what we already identified from the problem, the old volume is equal to 20 mLs. The old strength is equal to X, which is our unknown, and in this case, we're looking for the old strength. New volume is 1,000 mLs, and new strength is 0.3%. Step 2 is to set up the formula. So you could write it out: old volume times old strength equals new volume times new strength, and all you have to do is replace those terms with the values. So 20 times X is equal to 1,000 times 0.3. Step 3. Solve for X using algebra. So you have 20 times x equals 1,000 times 0.3. So 20 times x, that stays the same. But on the other side, 1,000 times 0.3 is equal to 300. Your next step is to isolate the x. So you divide both sides by 20. In this case, 20 divided by 20 is 1. 1 times x is just x. And 300 divided by 20 is equal to 15. So you have that x is equal to 15. Step 4 is to answer your problem. The x represents the old strength, therefore it is a percent. X is equal to 15%. Your answer is the percent strength of the stock solution is 15%. This means that your stock solution, which is what you started out with, the strength of that solution is 15%. And there you have it. I hope that this has been helpful, and I received this one as a special request, so here it is, and I hope that it helps more than one. Thank you and have a good one.